Have you ever wondered why some days your energy just crashes, even though you've eaten something healthy? Maybe it was a handful of grapes, a ripe banana, or that glass of orange juice you've had every morning for years. What if I told you that some of those very fruits, the ones we grew up believing were the healthiest, can quietly send your blood sugar on a roller coaster, especially after 60? Stick around, because today we'll uncover the 5 common fruits that spike blood sugar in older adults, why it happens, and what you can eat instead to keep your energy steady all day long. Let's be honest, life after 60 can feel like a balancing act. You try to eat right, stay active, and keep your numbers in check. But even when you choose healthy foods, something still feels off. You eat fruit because it's natural, full of vitamins, and, well, it's supposed to be good for you, right? But here's the catch: as we age, the way our body handles sugar changes. Think of your metabolism as an engine that's been running faithfully for decades. It still works beautifully, but it's a little more sensitive to fuel quality. When we were 30, our cells could burn through glucose like a campfire burning dry wood. But after 60, that same fire burns slower. The glucose lingers longer in the bloodstream, and that's when problems begin. Harvard Medical School research shows that insulin sensitivity naturally declines with age, meaning our cells don't respond to insulin as efficiently. So when we eat fruits high in fast-absorbing sugars, that sugar builds up instead of being used right away. And that's what causes the fatigue, energy dips, and those mysterious post-meal yawns many seniors experience. Let's explore the 5 most surprising fruits that can send your blood sugar soaring and what you can do instead. Number 1, grapes. Meet Margaret, 67, from Ohio. Every afternoon, she'd grab a small bowl of grapes. "They're my guilt-free treat," she'd say. But by 3 p.m., she'd feel lightheaded and drained. Her doctor finally explained why. Grapes are like tiny sugar capsules with almost no fiber to slow them down. Research from the University of California, Davis, shows that grapes contain glucose and fructose in nearly equal amounts, 2 of the fastest absorbing sugars. Without fiber or fat to buffer absorption, your blood sugar can spike within minutes. Even worse, many grocery store grapes are bred to be extra sweet, nearly doubling their natural sugar content compared to wild varieties. Think of your bloodstream like a freeway grape stump in fast-moving cars all at once. Your body's traffic cop, insulin, tries to direct them into cells. But after 60, that signal isn't as sharp. So the sugar piles up. Instead of eating grapes alone, pair a few with a handful of almonds or cheese cubes. The healthy fat and protein slow digestion, helping you avoid that sugar surge. And if you love grape flavor, try blueberries instead. They're richer in fiber and antioxidants and have a gentler impact on glucose levels. Number 2, bananas. The classic breakfast fruit, right? They're convenient, potassium-rich, and easy on the stomach. But for seniors watching blood sugar, bananas can be tricky. A medium banana can contain 14 to 18 grams of sugar, mostly glucose and sucrose. And as bananas ripen, that starch turns into fast-digesting sugar. The U.S. Department of Agriculture notes that a fully ripe banana has nearly 80% more sugar than a green one. That's why eating an overripe banana can feel like drinking a small can of soda. Your body absorbs it almost instantly. So why does this matter more after 60? Because our muscle cells, which act like sugar sponges, tend to shrink and lose sensitivity with age. That means less sugar gets stored as fuel and more remains circulating in your blood. Think of it this way. When you were younger, your muscles were like big, thirsty sponges soaking up every drop of sugar. Now, that sponge is smaller and slower to absorb. If you love bananas, choose smaller, greener ones, or slice half a banana over Greek yogurt with cinnamon. Both help slow sugar absorption and support gut health. Number 3, pineapple. Now let's meet Helen, 71, from Florida. She adored fresh pineapple. Especially after dinner, it felt refreshing and guilt-free. But every night she noticed something odd. Restless sleep, frequent thirst, and a racing feeling. When her nutritionist asked about dessert, she realized pineapple was the culprit. Why? Pineapple has a high glycemic index, around 66 to 70, according to data from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. That means it raises blood sugar almost as quickly as white bread. And here's the kicker. Even though pineapple contains natural enzymes like bromelain, which may support digestion, it's low in fiber, so those sugars rush straight into your bloodstream. When you combine that with slower insulin response in older adults, the result is a classic sugar spike and crash. Helen switched to kiwi slices and Greek yogurt, and within a week, her nighttime energy steadied and her cravings eased. Pair pineapple chunks with protein, or blend a few pieces into a smoothie with spinach and chia seeds to add fiber and slow absorption. Number 4. Watermelon, the hydrating illusion. Watermelon feels like the perfect summer snack. Juicy, hydrating, and refreshing. But when it comes to blood sugar, it's a bit of a trickster. Watermelon's glycemic index sits around 72, one of the highest among fruits. That means it digests rapidly, releasing sugar fast. Though its glycemic load, based on portion size, is moderate because it's mostly water. Still, for seniors, that fast glucose release can trigger fatigue or dizziness shortly after eating. A study in the journal Nutrition Research found that participants over 55 experienced significantly higher post-meal glucose spikes after watermelon compared to berries or apples. Think of watermelon like a refreshing drink with a hidden kick. You feel great for 10 minutes, then tired an hour later. Try pairing watermelon cubes with feta cheese or pumpkin seeds. The fat and protein will help balance that surge. Or if you crave hydration, go for cucumbers and mint water. They offer refreshment without the sugar hit. Number 5. Oranges and fruit juices. Few fruits feel more wholesome than oranges. They're rich in vitamin C and bring that sunny morning feeling. But the trouble starts when we turn them into juice. When you juice an orange, you remove the fiber, the very thing that slows sugar release. A single cup of orange juice can contain 20 to 25 grams of sugar, similar to a can of cola, according to data from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. Without fiber, it's like sending pure sugar straight into the bloodstream. And here's another issue: many seniors sip juice thinking it's hydrating. But sugar actually draws water out of cells temporarily, which can worsen dehydration, a common challenge after 60. So even though orange juice looks healthy, your body experiences it more like a soda than a fruit. Eat the whole orange instead of juicing it. The fiber in the pulp slows down absorption. And if you love juice, try diluting it with water and adding chia seeds to add texture and fiber. Let's step back for a moment because this part is crucial. Why do these sugar spikes hit harder as we age? According to research from Johns Hopkins University, after 60, our muscle mass decreases by about 3 to 8% per decade, reducing the body's main storage site for glucose. That's less space for sugar to go, so more remains floating in the bloodstream. At the same time, insulin signaling weakens, meaning the key that unlocks your cells doesn't fit as snugly anymore. Picture your metabolism as a trusted old engine. It still runs beautifully, but it needs smoother fuel and gentler handling. Fast-burning sugars from ripe fruits are like pouring jet fuel into a slow, steady engine. It sputters, overheats, and leaves residue behind. That residue is what we feel as fatigue, mood swings, or even brain fog. But here's the empowering truth. By pairing fruits wisely, choosing lower glycemic options, and adding more fiber and protein, you can keep your energy stable and still enjoy fruit every day. If you're wondering what fruits are safer bets, research suggests focusing on berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. High in fiber and polyphenols that support insulin sensitivity, apples with skin. Moderate sugar, high in fiber, and promote satiety. Kiwi packed with vitamin C and antioxidants with a much lower glycemic impact than tropical fruits. Avocado, yes, it's a fruit. Virtually no sugar, full of heart-healthy fats. These options release energy slowly, keeping your brain sharp and your body balanced. Let's recap what we've learned today. Grapes, tiny sugar capsules that digest fast. Pair with nuts or cheese. Banana sugar rises with ripeness. Choose smaller, greener ones. Pineapple, high glycemic index. Pair with fiber or protein. Watermelon, refreshing but fast sugar hit. Pair with healthy fats. Orange juice, fiber stripped away. Acts like liquid sugar. Choose whole fruits. And remember, it's not about cutting fruit out of your life. It's about understanding how your body changes and making small, smarter swaps. Even one mindful choice like pairing fruit with protein can help you feel steadier, more energetic, and more in control of your health. If this video helped you understand how fruit affects your energy after 60, take a second to give it a thumbs up. It helps more people find trustworthy, science-based information like this. And if you do just one thing after watching, make it this. Swap one high-sugar fruit for a fiber-rich one today. Your body and your future self will thank you for it. Here on Live Vita Life, we break down real science into simple truths to help you and your family live smarter, stronger, and longer. Stay sharp, stay strong, stay informed. See you in the next video.